Some women during perimenopause and menopause develop frozen shoulder, and here is why. Your estrogen helps you control inflammation and also helps the elasticity of your joints, so your tendons, your ligaments, and your shoulder specifically. The front part there is your coracohumeral ligament, and for whatever reason in our genetic coding, when you have a chemical milieu of yuck, your hormones are all over the place. Let's say you are also fighting thyroid issues, you maybe are insulin resistant, maybe you are diabetic, maybe you smoke, and all those things cause a chemical in your body. And then one day you wake up, you cannot move your shoulder. We know there is research now that frozen shoulder is worse in women who are not doing hormone replacement therapy. Now, if you have frozen shoulder, the gold standard in medication are steroids, but the study that just came out talked about women who are on hormone replacement therapy are less likely to have frozen shoulder, and they did better because estrogen helps with the elasticity of your joints. But you kind of know that because when you have estrogen, your skin is more hydrated, your hair is more hydrated, everything has more hydration and is more plump, pliable, and elastic. Frozen shoulder is the opposite of plump, pliable, and elastic, and it is stiff, painful, and horrid. It's terrible. In Japan, frozen shoulder is much more common in the knowledge that it comes on during perimenopause and menopause. In the States, it doesn't seem to be as readily knowledgeable, but last year Duke put out research about this. So we know that hormones affect frozen shoulder. And as your hormones change and as your estrogen decreases, you have a higher likelihood of this happening. Now, this is very specific to primary frozen shoulder. Secondary frozen shoulder happens when you have fallen, a rotator cuff tear, a labral tear, something that has caused you a pain and you have then limited motion. Or perhaps you had surgery and you didn't get the range of motion. That is secondary frozen shoulder, and that's different.